there, Judy Jamieson the Psychic here, and welcome to Intuitive Tuesday. In this week's short video lesson, I'm going to present some materials to you and let you make the final call and decision. And that question is, are tarot cards, oracle cards, any kind of cards that you would use as a divination tool safe? Make sure you hang out to the end of the video because I have some extra bonus content for you. Now, if this is your first time ever stumbling upon me, you have no idea who I am, let me give you a quick backstory here, okay? Because what I'm about to present to you is coming from an ex-born-again Baptist. I was saved January 2nd, 2000. I was living, eating, breathing Jesus 3 times a week, twice on Sunday and every Wednesday, faithfully for years, until one night I started seeing ghosts and spirits. My entire life changed after that. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions. I want you to think about them, and then like I said, you're going to decide at the end. Is the internet safe? Is the neighborhood and your neighbors surrounding you safe? Is getting in your car every day and driving to work safe? So let's dissect those 3 questions real quick. The internet, okay? You could use it to learn, grow, and expand. You can use it to help people all across the world. You can use it to connect with your relatives who are on the other side of the world. There's so many beautiful, wonderful, phenomenal things you can do with the internet. The other side is that your predators, your stalkers, your child pornographers, there's all kinds of evil associated with that. The neighborhood that you live in. You might think that your house and maybe the people on the sides of you, everything is grand and wonderful and safe, but you know what? I guarantee you, you do not know what is going on behind their closed doors or what is going on in your neighborhood that you're not aware of while you're sleeping. You might have people who live one street over from you who are addicted to drugs, and at night they go around the corner in front of your house to do their transactions or whatever it is that they're doing while you're sleeping that you have no idea. Getting in your car and driving to work. You might think because you are controlling and you are driving the vehicle that you're good. Well, wait a minute. What about those other people who make bad decisions and then cause accidents? Or the flip side of that, depending on where you live, there's people who get in their car with the intent of railroading and running people over and harming them or killing them. So my answer, the 2 things that I want to present to you here for you to evaluate and use your own brain, because you don't need me to tell you if things are safe or if they're not. You have to evaluate it for yourself and see if it resonates with you. 1, it's all about your intent and your mindset, your belief system. 2, the manufacturer, whoever made it, what was their intent and what was their energy that they were putting in it for the masses. So let's evaluate those 2. 1, your intent and your mindset. If you are convinced that angel cards, tarot cards, oracle cards, anything like that is of the devil, then guess what? That is the energy that you are putting into it, and that is the energy that you will get right back out of it. If you think using cards is a form to connect with the devil, guess who you're going to connect with and invite into your house. Now, if your intent and your mindset is that it is a tool to learn, heal, help, grow, expand, exactly the same way the Bible is. What do you do? What do you do when you read the Bible? You're learning, you're healing, you're growing. It's just another form of a tool for personal exploration, healing, and helping other people. It really all boils down to, what are you doing with them? What is the intent? There's people who tear and rip apart the Bible, and then another person will tear it and rip apart the same passage, and they'll get 2 completely different viewpoints and meanings. The second thing I want you to think about is the manufacturer. Who created or packaged or that specific product? What was their intent in doing it? Again, there's many different versions of the Bible, okay? There's your King James version and this version and that version. They're all different. So one person will tell you this Bible is bad, but this one is good. It's the exact same thing with your cards. It really boils down to who it is that created them. You can get some cards that have extremely scary, barbaric type pictures and things going on with them because they're honoring the old school tradition, which way back then, before we have how we have civilization now, life was pretty freaking barbaric and gory. Now it ain't like that. So nowadays, if you have like the New Testament or whatever version you want to talk about, the cards are more relatable to real life, down to earth circumstances and experiences. You can take anything that has the purest energy with the best intent in the world and completely tear it apart and turn it into crap, and then cause division, Democrats and Republicans. So let me tell you what I do when I use my cards. I use them as one, insight into answers and questions that the logical world and other people just can't seem to give to me. In other words, I sometimes use them as my personal gateway to talk to God or Jesus or my crossed over loved ones. I don't use them to channel and talk to Satan. I also use them to help heal and inspire and allow me to be the middle person to someone who is craving or desiring or seeking some kind of healing or answers that they're just not able to find on their own because they're either not in the right mindset or they're not tuned into their soul and who they are as an individual. Now, there are people who will use cards to manipulate you. Con artists. So, like I said, there you go. Real quick, short video. I gave you some information. I gave you some ideas, some things to digest and think about. You decide whether or not you think they're evil or safe. So what I'm going to end this video here with, if you are interested in learning how to read cards, maybe you're a little curious, you're not quite sure what you're thinking or what you're feeling, but the idea of it is very intriguing and you're pulled to it like a magnet, go get yourself an angel deck of cards. They do the same exact thing tarot cards do. They give you insight, answers, and clarity into whatever it is that you're looking for. But when you slap on the name angel and you put all positive aspects to it, it makes people feel better. It's just like the old way of doing math and the new way of doing math. Depending on what road you take, you still get the same end result. The other thing that you want to look at when picking out a deck of cards is look at the images on it or look at the vibe to it. So to give you a personal example here, this is an Archangel Michael Oracle card deck. So if you're really into archangels and all kinds of stuff like that, everything on these cards pertains to as if you had your own personal communication with Archangel Michael. Or if you're working on mediumship and learning how to develop a connection with your crossed over loved ones, these cards right here all have to do with messages from your crossed over loved ones. Another example real quick I'll give you, if you're looking into manifesting and creating wonderful abundance and healing filled things for yourself in your life, right here, magical unicorns. I don't think there's anything scary or demonic about that, right? Or if you're like me and you are very confident and very secure in yourself and you know you rule your house, you don't let other people come in and just take charge and railroad you, get yourself a traditional tarot deck. If you're the kind of person who doesn't really want the fluff and the baloney pumped up their butt and you're big enough and you got your big girl panties and you can handle seeing the truth of things, even the things you don't want to say, but you're strong enough to know that you need to be able to see them and how to in turn change that and make it better or how to make the situation better, get yourself a traditional tarot deck. Tarot cards give you the real deal of all of life's ups and downs and hills, whereas other card decks, it's all happy, 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 happy. And again, just evaluate, why do you want to use them? For what intent and purpose? Because your intent and your purpose when doing any kind of psychic or intuition type development work, it all boils down to right here. What is in your heart and what blessings or deception is it that you want to use them for? So as I said, I have a little bonus for you at the end of the video. Underneath this video here, I'm going to have a link to my card reading course. It's called Awaken Your Intuition. If you want to learn more about card reading and all the details and how all of that stuff works and how you can use them to enhance and better your life and your loved ones or even your client's life, make sure you sign up with that link underneath this video. If you totally love all things spiritual and psychic and you want to learn what your natural, God-given, intuitive abilities are, your gut instincts, and how to strengthen them and use them to enhance and make wonderful things in your life, make sure you hit the subscribe button underneath this video and you will get notified when I put out new videos. So I would love it if you comment it underneath and tell me, do you think they're safe? And why? I would love to know why. I get notifications when someone comments under a video, so please talk to me. Let me know. Give me your opinion and your thoughts. I would love to read them. If you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up button, and hopefully I will see you right here on this channel next week. I hope you have a wonderful, phenomenal, kick-ass day. I just spent the last 10 minutes talking doing this video, and I never hit the record button. How about that?